Well, I think the Roosters need a field goal. I think the Sharks can score a try, but the Chooks, if they can get in front by a point.
Well, Sam Walker didn't take the shot at goal. Could he take the shot at field goal? And will it be up to Luke Keary? Walker's kicked the most for the Roosters in the last couple of years. 4 of them. And they're keeping it central for now, aren't they? 30 metres out. Radley takes them down towards the 20. Tedesco wants it. And they're 10 metres out right in front. Walker waits right behind. Inside the Westpac red zone. Is this the moment? Sam Walker!
Got it, yep.
Gives them a 1-point lead. The Roosters lead with 7 minutes to go. This is remarkable.
It sure is the moment. And young Sam Walker, he's had his battles this year, been left out of the side. He's been brought back in a couple of games before the semi-finals. And he puts his team in front. Only minutes to go. The little number 7 from Queensland. Wow. What about the Roosters? Talk about adversity.
His first 1-pointer since round 10 of last season against Parramatta. Such a roller coaster year for the young man, but he's delivering here in the clutch.
Well, they can't think it's over. There's points in this Sharks team. And there's some vulnerabilities in the defensive line. There's players playing out of position. And with Nico Hines humming around, there's a try in this Sharks team.
I can't believe they're in front. I can't believe they're in front.
The winner goes to Melbourne, most likely on Friday night.
It was a decision when Tedesco was just about to come back on the field and they were 10-6 up. The Sharks, I thought they should have went for the try. They were absolutely wobbling, the Roosters. Somehow dig himself out of this hole they're in, the Sharks.
Will be among the discussions points post-game. It's Tedesco taken down just by Wade Graham again. What an effort. And potentially his last game at first grade. Unless his teammates can turn it around here in the last 5 minutes. Mulatalo nearly through, and that's the side they have to try and pierce them on. Talakai.
They've got to find the energy to get back on side to start with.
Hines. On that ball from McInnes. There was no one presenting outside. Now they might loom large as Hines got the second phase going.
Well, Talakai was walking.
That's a penalty. That's a bonus.
Big one. Because we've seen these let go.
Let's kick it.
And let that ball's been planted.
This is the set.
This is the set.
4.5 to go. Nico Hines. This is his time.
Field goal would level things, of course, but they want more than that.
They'll go for a try, the first 5 tackles.
Williams, right up the middle. He only knows one way. Surely they go left eventually. Cronulla, how many more set-up plays do they need? They go right for Hines for now. Roosters have to be careful not to give away a penalty here for a high shot. They go right again for Tracy this time. It's back to the same spot, and Hines ready to go again.
They're not going to do it one out.
He's right in front for the leveller. Charge down for 6 more.
Guess who?
Tedesco.
James Tedesco.
Restart the tackle count. 3.5 minutes to go.
Well, they've got to find a try on the left-hand side.
McInnes keeps it moving that way only briefly for the big front rower, Hunt. Hines wants it short side. They come to Trindle instead. Tracy for Ramian. And Katoa was maintaining the width again.
Great job, Angus Crichton. They've got to go to their left. Got to go to their left.
How quickly can they shift it?
Nico's pointing to the post.
Hunt. Oh, there's a big hole. Closed just in time for the Roosters as Talakai trying to squeeze through. Hines charged down again. Keary this time. And it sits up nicely for that man. It just bounces for Siwa Wong all night.
still had to take the ball. That was incredible. It was bouncing up into his body, but Siwa Wong, he comes up with it again. That was Luke Keary, two of the senior players with some big plays in the charge down. The first one was Tedesco. The second one was Luke Keary coming from the left-hand side of the field. Here he comes with the headgear. That's Tedesco. That was the first one. Wow. And then Luke Keary.
Going for the one was seemingly the priority throughout there to try and level things. And now Walker says you'll have to go 90 in what looms as their last set. Immediately to Tracy, trying to find a hole. Look at that chase from the Roosters. They are built of the right stuff, aren't they? The Sydney Roosters. Performance full of determination and heart and grit. Can they cling on here in the final 90 seconds? Hines goes wide for Graham. Talakai back on the angle. Not held. Can he force it out the back? He can for Brayley. And they must go right. Important tackle made by Crichton, but it's still on for Williams, who straightens things up over halfway. Tired defence from the Roosters, just clinging on here. Trindle through the arms of Talakai, and the Roosters fans are starting to celebrate big time here. A favourite result coming the way of the Chooks.
Well, the pass was behind Talakai, but Siwa Wong, hats off, playing out of position. He stands up again defensively. Talakai on the outside shoulder. The young man in his debut season, he gets up hard, puts pressure on the pass. I can't believe it.
I honestly cannot believe they are in front.
Well, they're 30 seconds away from a date with the Melbourne Storm next week.
Well, there'll be no Joseph Manu. And Sam Walker, he may be the judiciary for that high shot early in the game. Joseph Suoli'i, will he be allowed to play? I doubt it. The 11-day stand down.
Well, probably the bigger question is that's 2 years in a row that the Sharks haven't been able to win a final.
It is 6 finals losses in a row for Cronulla, but one of the great finals wins for the Roosters. How have they done this? Down to 12 men, seemingly shots, superstars ruled out of the contest, but they still had Keary, they still had Tedesco, and maybe it is the year for Sammy Walker after all. The winning field goal for the Sydney Roosters, who march on to play Melbourne at Amy Park next weekend. And Nico Hines, with those charged down field goals, could not find the leveller.
Oh, there were some big plays by the Roosters in the 52nd minute when their captain went off the field. They had 2 back rowers in the centres. This will go down as one of the greatest victories ever by a Roosters team.